Hey guys, what's up? It's Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Tiffany, and welcome to the tribe. That is one of my cats meowing. I'm okay, Alaska Jean. This is one of those videos that I had planned on doing, but I wanted to wait until I was fully healed to be able to tell this story. Today, when I was cleaning out the garage, I found something that I wanted answers to for almost 5 years, and the fact that I finally got them, it truly pisses me off to see the shit that I went through. If you have been following my journey for however many years, on December 13th of 2018, I almost took my own life. And of course, with this month being Suicide Awareness Prevention, I figured this would be a good time too. Also, if you or a loved one is suicidal, has passive suicidal thoughts or suicide ideation, call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which will be in the description below along with other resources, or go to your nearest ER. I am going to put a trigger warning right now because this does mention medical gaslighting and abuse. This video is for educational purposes only, and it is not made to slander or bash any one person or organization. Quick legal disclaimers. This video is also my own personal views and opinions. Okay. Now that I got the legal shit out of the way, what I have here in my hand is my medical records from December 13th, 2018. And looking at the notes that the doctors and the nurses wrote, I am very, very angry and pissed off with how they handled me as a mental health patient and how they handle all mental health patients, especially ones who are suicidal and wanting to seek help. This, what I'm getting ready to read, also another quick legal disclaimer, this medical record is my medical record, nobody else's. This is what I went through as a patient. This is what I went through while being in care of professionals. This is my records and my records. I'm the one who's telling this story, nobody else. Just putting legal disclaimers out there. Okay, so what triggered this ideation back in 2018 were trolls on social media telling me I should kill myself. It was around 13:45, which is 1:45 for those who don't know service time. We were with my roommate. We had taken my dog at the time, she was alive, my dog to the vet for her bi-yearly checkup. Swarm of notifications came in on my phone from social media, from trolls from people who had made trolling accounts just to tell me that I should kill myself, that I'm no good, that people would be better off without me, and etc. It wasn't until that I had made a video on Facebook claiming that I was gonna delete all social media before I was gonna end it all. According to the notes, I had taken 7 alprazolam, which is Xanax, the brand name is Xanax, pills. At approximately 14 at the hour, which is 2 o'clock. An ex-friend of mine said I should call the medics. I did. That was one of the biggest mistakes of my life, and you'll see why as I'm reading the notes. Let's see here. Of course, I have a history of anxiety and PTSD and undiagnosed eating disorders, but at the time, the doctors and everything didn't understand that. I was a little bit drowsy at the time. 7 alprazolam pills is not enough to kill you, but it is enough to put you to sleep for a few hours. Well, then again, anything above of what your doctor prescribes you, or anything above the recommended dosage, is still considered an OD. Still considered an OD. One of the notes here that the doctor wrote got me kind of pissed off. It says here, of course I refused medication at the time, and I'll explain why in a minute. And I'll also explain what those medications do, which pissed me off. Here's the thing, before I read this, if you work in healthcare, you should always tell your patient what you are giving them, even if they don't ask. Tell them what you're giving them. Tell them the dosage. Always tell them. Because if you don't tell them, that is a red flag. That is 100% a red flag. As physicians, as healers in general, we are supposed to do no harm. However, there are physicians out there, healthcare workers out there, that don't care. That's one of the things that we're taught in med school. Do no harm. But there's a lot of medical professionals that don't abide by that law, or abide by that rule. Explained process for ED to patient and delays caused by her behavior. I understand that my mental health crisis, first of all, I was having a mental health crisis. I was trying to seek help at that time. I was already tired. Yes, I was agitated because I was tired. I did not eat anything that day. So chances are I was very hungry too. But I also wanted to know if I was going to be okay and that if I was safe. I needed reassurance if I was going to be safe. When a mental health patient is in crisis, that's one thing they want to know, is if they are safe and if they're going to be okay. Reassure them, you're safe. That's what this doctor should, that's what the professionals should have told me. And I would have calmed down. I just needed some reassurance because I did not feel safe at all. But did they reassure me? Absolutely not. So always reassure your patients that they're safe. And the fact that they told me that there were, quote, delays causing my, quote, behavior, that caused by my, quote, behavior. Other words, they were blaming me, a mental health patient, for the delays. That's another thing you should not do. Never, ever, ever blame a patient who is in mental health crisis for delays. Ever. That will make them want to hurt themselves even more. That was a huge mistake, and that's why that's probably the main reason why I got so pissed. I was also forced to be put under a TDO, which is a temporary displacement order. And the only way you can get out of a mental health facility is through a judge. That's what a TDO is. You cannot get out of a facility unless appointed by a judge. Or unless a judge tells you to. That's what a TDO, temporary displacement order, is. I was then transferred to Virginia Beach Psychiatric Center. I was given, the nurses and the doctors did not tell me what I was getting, and they should have. Again, you should always tell your patients what they're getting and how many milligrams. The doctors and the nurses did not do either one. I was given diphenhydramine, which is commonly known as Benadryl, which is over the counter. Diphenhydramine is used to treat allergies. And again, you can get it over the counter. You can but like any other medication, take the right amount of doses as it says on the packaging. I was also given haloperidol through an injection, which is used to treat various mental disorders, including Tourette's. However, the side effect, one of the common side effects of haloperidol, drowsiness. Others include increased body temperature, dry mouth, urinary retention, constipation. I was given both at the same time. One of them was the diphenhydramine, Benadryl, was 25 milligrams, while the haloperidol was 5. Now, even though the haloperidol was a low dose, it was still combined with the diphenhydramine. I felt like I was dying. I literally felt like I was dying. I was then transported the thing that pisses me off the most is when doctors do not hear their patients cry for help, especially when it comes to their mental health. I have been medically gaslighted, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I now have disabilities because of these doctors' insubordinate behaviors and work ethics, and their refusal to treat me properly. However, I am proud to say I am still here. Had it not been for my faith and my faith and my beliefs, and me converting to Judaism, me relying on spirit, me relying on my spirit team, and me seeking help, real help in the medical field, I should say, the field. There's a saying that I go by that says, I trust the serpent, not the snake. There's a reason why. I would not be here. I would not have the knowledge if it wasn't for my spirit team's help. I would not have the knowledge with medicine that I have. Probably why my family hates me. And the fact why my family tried to do a lawsuit against me. But I'll get into that later. Does this piss me off? Yes, of course it does. I am super pissed off. Especially with the doctors that so-called doctors that treated me. Luckily, I have their names. So I can look them up. It is my right as a patient to look them up, to know their work, and to see, and from there, if they should be looked into. And I'm saying this to all patients. If you believe that you have been treated unfairly by a doctor, you have that right to do the same thing. You have the right to request another doctor. You have the right to know what you're being given and how many milligrams. You have that right as a patient. For almost 5 years, ever since Fateful Day happened, I've been looking for answers as to why, what happened, because I was out of it. I was looking for answers as to what happened, what was I being given, what almost caused my death that day. And now, I know why. And I am very pissed. Not only pissed, but disappointed. Disappointed in the doctors at Careplex Hospital. Very disappointed. Am I mad at Careplex, the foundation? No, absolutely not. I am pissed off at the staff. Because again, whatever happened to do no harm? That's the first thing we're taught in med school. Do no harm. The medical field is not for the weak. It is not for the weak. You're going to have days where you will see patients, such as myself at that time, going through a lot, crying for help. But if you ignore the patient and do some stupid shit like these so-called professionals did, then chances are that patient will report you. Do no harm. That's the main theme here. Do no harm. So yes, I am pissed. I was once confused. What happened on Fateful Day? What went wrong? Yakety yakety yak. Again, now I know. I am pissed. I am angry. I'm disappointed. Because I should have gotten the proper treatment that day. But I did not. should have been reassured that I was safe and that I was going to be okay. I did not. So I'm hoping that this video changes that. Again, this video is for educational purposes only. It's not meant to call out anybody. It's not meant to slander anybody. But this video is for educational purposes only. It is not just for me. It is not just for healthcare workers. It's for everybody. Patients and healthcare workers alike. Everybody. Like I said, I am alive today. I am alive today. Do I still have these thoughts? Yes. But here's the thing. Suicide is treatable. It has no cure, but it is treatable. A lot of people within the healthcare field think that mental health patients are crazy and psychotic and think that they should be restrained, this, that, and the other. Mental health patients are not criminals. And that's exactly how I was treated on Faithful Day, like a criminal. What I read just moments ago about the doctor, one of the doctor's notes, explaining that about the process and the quote delays caused by my behavior. That was basically saying that I was a criminal. No mental health patient are criminals. They want reassurance, love, compassion, and kindness and respect. Because how the hell are we supposed to heal? How the hell are we supposed to heal if we don't have the reassurance and the safety that we need so desperately? This video is already 22 minutes, and I really don't want to bore you guys with anything else. But I definitely will be talking a little bit more about this within the coming days, as 2024 comes to an end. I will be definitely talking about this, especially in your Faithful Day, because I have a hell load to say of what truly happened now that I've got my answers. And I thank Spirit and my Spirit team for leading me to these answers, because I now understand. I now know what went wrong. And the professionals, if they are still practicing, all I can say is may the universal law help you. Because there's a lot of red flags going up that have gone up since I've read this. And the medical professionals that treated me that day at Careplex Hospital should have gotten their license taken away. I should have gone to a better facility. I should not have been treated like a criminal. No mental health patient should be treated like criminals. We need to stop that. And this month, on Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and every single month, is the best time to do that. As I said before in this video, if you or someone you know is suicidal, has passive suicidal thoughts, or has suicide ideation, call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which is 988, or go to your nearest trusted ER, emergency room. You are worthy of life. You are not alone. You deserve proper help and care. You deserve to reassurance. You deserve safety. You deserve to know that you are okay. And I hope that you guys are. Because one day I want to save I want to save a life. I want to save as many lives as I can one day. And I know I will. I hope you guys are having an amazing day night wherever you are in the world. And I will talk to you guys soon.